Yo, Nightmare Alley. Nightmare Alley. Now this was a good movie. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode on Spliff Talk. We're going to be talking about the movie Nightmare Alley. Now, this movie was really good. It was really good, and it was such a good, it was such a good story. Like, really good story. It had me very entertained, very involved, paying attention. Bradley Cooper, William Dafoe, so many great actors and actresses in this fucking movie. And I feel like their performance is what made this movie so good. Because if it was anybody who was typical, maybe people we didn't know, it could have been just as good, but I felt like watching all these actors and actresses that I've seen in other movies play such a serious role, especially Bradley Cooper and William Dafoe. William Dafoe has been doing movies, Green Goblin, Aquaman. Bradley Cooper has been doing more movies. I've seen him more in like comedy movies. So watching this movie was definitely like a nice shift, in terms of his acting career and his performance. Cause I gotta tell you, man, Bradley Cooper did it for me in this movie. Him and the female, the therapist, the one who plays Lilith, Dr. Lilith, the one who Bradley Cooper's character falls for towards the end of the movie. Damn, you see how ghetto it is in this fucking neighborhood? Loud ass music for what, bro? That nigga probably can't even hear nothing. Huh? What you said? Huh? Anyway, back to the movie. All right, let's start with the good, because I'm gonna do the review, spoilers at the end. I give this movie, in all honesty, I have to give it like a 4.8. 4.8. It was really that good. I've learned to not give like perfect scores. So if it's anywhere between 4.5 and 4.9, it is a worthy watch. And I'm gonna explain why I give it 4.8, but let's start with the good. The way the movie started was amazing. Like, Bradley Cooper's character comes in and you don't know anything about him except the fact that, he has memories of burning a corpse in a house, right? And he basically disappears on his own and runs into this carny group and basically starts like a whole new life or chapter in his life, and kind of finds his passion in magic, entertainment, fooling people. And I like how in this movie it leads you into everyone else's character minus the main character. Like, I love how in this movie they don't reveal too much about Bradley Cooper's character until the end, until the very end. They give you like little hints and snippets throughout the movie. But I liked overall how his character remained a mystery throughout the movie. I also like the whole aspect of psychology, of how things that we don't let go of from our past could affect our present and our future. I love the mysticism they added to this movie with the tarot cards and the magic and the manipulating people and conning them and understanding human behavior and reading people. Like, all these little snippets were very good, juicy details for the movie. But I gotta say, seeing some of the cruelty, seeing how the character reacts to it, it all makes it so interesting because the whole time you're wondering, is Bradley Cooper's guy a good guy or is he a bad guy? And in a sense, it was like, is he a good guy trying to be bad, pretending to be bad, or is he a bad guy pretending to be good? I mean, this movie had so many twists, and the ending was really good. It was a really good ending. I guess I give it a 4.8 only because I was actually hoping that it was a happier ending. But of course, not. Nightmare Alley, that's what it's called. It's a movie by, Guillermo del Toro. He makes movies that don't necessarily have happy endings. But, oh my God, this movie really had me involved. Like, I wish I would have saw it in the theaters, but because I never had a chance, I just saw it on Hulu last night. Now, as far as the review goes, without revealing too much about the movie is so good. You have to see it just, if you don't want to see it because of the story, see it because of the actors are in it. I always love seeing actors that I'm used to seeing in different kinds of movies do something different. Kind of like The Last Duel, seeing Ben Affleck, seeing, all these other guys in that movie. Like, I always love seeing actors and actresses that we all love play very interesting roles and then do it really well. Really well. Now, spoilers. Let's talk about the spoilers. I gotta say this. This is probably the only spoiler I'm gonna talk about, because it's the one that left me thinking. That scene when William Dafoe explains to Bradley Cooper's character about the way he chases after geeks. Geeks is a term that the Carney uses to describe like those really rock bottom drug, alcohol addicts being manipulated into being some crazy man who eats chickens' heads off. When he explains that he makes them think that it's a temporary job, but he's at the same time like dosing their alcohol with opium, because opium is the best way to control people like that. Like, that shit was crazy. Like, damn. Like, how demented and cruel do you have to be to not care about a bum? To not care about a bum, get him addicted to opium when he's already addicted to alcohol, has all this fucking trauma, and you just use him. You use him and you treat him like a fucking animal. Man or beast? Is he man or is he beast? And I didn't realize how important that scene was. And the whole reason why the movie was called Nightmare Alley, until towards the end when Bradley Cooper's character gets fucked over. He gets so fucked over that he becomes the same thing. Everything that William Dafoe was telling him about how, as he's telling them, they're thinking in their mind, how embarrassing, how shameful, how they don't want to do this, but because they're so addicted to their trauma, to their problems, to the alcohol, to their drugs, they agree to it. But what's interesting is Bradley Cooper's character at the end, when you can see him thinking about how he got to this point, rock bottom of rock bottoms, thinking about how he got to that point and laughing it off and realizing the irony in his karma, the pure ironic symbolism of how he got in that chair as a hobo, now about to become a geek who's about to be abused and thrown more into addiction, all so that he didn't have to face what he has done in his life. That's just crazy, because throughout the whole movie, you see the universe in the movie give this guy chances after chances to start a new life, to do something great with his life. And what did he do? He got consumed by his greed, by the void that he has created in himself, his pettiness, his anger, his ego. I gotta tell you, man, this is one of the most powerful movies I've seen in a long time, Nightmare Alley. It was so good. So good because of all the little snippets of humanity in it. It's crazy. It's scary. It's like, wow, I really wouldn't want to be him. Like, makes you think about your own choices, you know, and where they could possibly lead you. Consequences that we don't really pay too much mind to. You get what I'm saying? But the movie was really good. I gotta say, it was really good. Really good. So check it out for yourself. Check it out for yourself. I'm gonna leave this review here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Peace out. Love you guys. Deuces.